Good day and welcome. Thank you for joining me today. Hope you're having a great day. Playing the Dreamlight Valley here, grinding out the thing. The star path. Which is kind of annoying as crap to me because I gotta do a couple things like hang out with Nola, give Remy his favorite gifts, and of course they are sleeping. They sleep the entire time I normally play, so there's that. Anyhow, let's get the other things in. I guess we'll do as best we can, and hopefully we can get a few more minutes in right at 10. Hey Esta, how are you? Discussions with Woody, Nightthorns, Simba, and Citron. Mining Citron. Do you have a trick to mining Citron, Esta?
You are our guest.
Because boy oh boy, I haven't got any shiny Citrons. Thank you for liking. I'm good, thank you, except for this annoyance of them sleeping. So we gotta start discussions with Woody and Simba. And Citron, okay. So that. Woody, let's see if we can find. He's right here, so let's grab him. It's raining, at least I don't have to water the plants.
Wonder what's for breakfast. I haven't seen a lot of grubs around.
Kind of annoying. That means I have to do 3 days of him, so one more. That one's done for the day. Just like that. So this 3 out of 6. I can't do right now. Woody I can wrap up. Go find him. At least Remy I'll be able to wrap up like right at 10. You see Woody on here anywhere? I don't see. Oh, there he is. Grab me, in fact.
Being here's almost as good as playtime.
Hard to spot because he's like, you know,
Thanks for
5
stopping
inches
by.
tall.
So long, partner.
There we go. Hopefully it unlocks something reasonable there. Dreamlight duties, I can do that. Night thorns, we should go look for those. A picture, that's a quick one. Can't believe you haven't done that one yet.
First rule of toy ownership: never leave a toy in the rain.
First rule of toy ownership: don't leave a toy
You are
in the rain.
our guest.
Okay. Pumpkin's done yet? No. Melody, thank you for liking. Just started playing too. First time you've seen this one. You've been here before. When I've been playing this game. I mean, you know, it was a while back, but you know, because I kind of play this one off and on. On and off. I don't know. Whichever way the term is. I remember you didn't particularly like Disney or something like that. I think you said something about not liking Disney that much or something like that. I don't know. I can't remember what it was. There's something about Disney that you didn't agree with at the time. Maybe it was that you didn't like, or you did not like them, but you just didn't like something they did. Glad to be here. Well, there you go. Now we gotta find the dream things. This is a free game, by the way, pretty much. You have the right system. It's gonna be a free game. It's gonna be a free-to-play game, is what it's gonna be. Right now, I think they charge. You can get the small pack for, you know, not bad amount. You don't need the deluxe edition, but if you have Game Pass on the Xbox, it is on the Game Pass for free there. If you wanna find a way to get yourself into the game where you design your little land. Oh, you liked it for your kids? A Disney. You have a favorite Disney movie that you did enjoy? I have quite the wide variety of movies, you know? Besides like Star Wars and Marvel, of course now. I enjoyed Tron back in the day. That was a good movie. You know, if it hadn't have been for Tron, Disney might not have even been around. You know? Because Tron kind of saved their butts. They were teetering on bankruptcy at the time. And Tron was just a smash hit. Don't see any of those things. Or, you know, stuff like, you know, there's lots. They had so much. I thought talking about the kiddie ones. Tron or Disney had a wide variety of movies. Yeah, they didn't just cover kids movies. I can't remember what the division was called, but there's, you know, they have a division where the R movies are normally. Although Deadpool's gonna cross that line because, you know, it's an R-rated hero MCU movie. Oh, we found the night thorns. I'm on the night thorns. Like stuff like Parent Trap, that's Disney, isn't it? Oh crap, I missed one somewhere. There we go. Never paid much attention to them. You'd be surprised, you know, the thing about it is, just like with every company of everything these days, somebody owns somebody else, you know. I was just talking to Timothy the other day, how, or Herbie Love Bug, that was a classic movie that you might have enjoyed back in the day. There's always some company owns some other company. Like, you know, I was just talking to Timothy the other day about Tim Hortons. He didn't even realize that Tim Hortons is owned by Burger King. So, you know, that's what I was saying before, you know, about all these boycotts that people try to pull on these different companies, is that they don't even realize who owns what, because there's just, you know, so widespread. Sometimes these companies own so many different things, it's ridiculous. So when you try to boycott one, you switch to another product, they own the other product. Or, you know, the other product's doing the same thing that you're boycotting the company for, that kind of thing, you know? So it's kind of funny that way. You'd have nothing to buy after a while, I think. Watch what attracts you, not just what others and just not others. Who makes them matters not to you. Yeah. Yeah, you know, sometimes running a good advertising campaign is the way to go. You know, you get that right ad and then you kind of draw people in, eh? What's the last movie you've gone to in the theater? I recently saw a couple movies in the theater, actually. I went to the Spider-Verse, the new Spider-Verse movie. I haven't been to a cartoon in the theater forever. That was a good movie, but it was still kind of annoying because of you know, parents with their kids. Like, you know, behind me, some parent brought their kid up, and then, you know, the kids aren't even bad, it's the parents, really. But the parent brought their kid up to the road to go to their seat, and then the person there says, "Oh, your seat." They said their seat number, and they said, "Oh, your seat's on the far side." She goes, "Oh, well, we're here already." And then made everybody in the whole row stand up as they went across the entire aisle, um, instead of going down and up again, which, you know, whatever. But the worst part is they did it 3 times. Like, they had to go to the bathroom a couple times, and they kept going out the long way for some reason instead of just going out there the closest side and out, you know? Not the kids by themselves, this parent with the kid, you know? It doesn't know any better, but that parent sure did. Sometimes some people are, I don't know. They're not very considerate or something, you know? I don't know. Transformer Rise of the Beasts. That looks like an interesting movie, but I never did get into any of the live Transformer movies. Did you enjoy that one? Well, it wasn't hugely on my radar. What was I doing again? Oh, yeah. Collecting the dream stuff. Doing the Dreamlight duties. And Citron. Citron is in this area, so let's mine while we're here. There was almost a fight, too, in that theater, you know? Couple people... I heard a couple people arguing down, I don't know, 10 rows or something. And the other thing is that this other parent was talking to their kid like they're at home. They're like, "Do you like the movie?" It's like, can't you tone it down just a little bit? Come on.
It's pretty great.
Paid $50 to go to the stupid movie, you know? Like, once you add the price of the ticket and popcorn and stuff like that. The first one your son could talk you into. Well, hopefully it was good. Movies are pricey these days. You know, I had the D box seat, so, you know, I was like, you know, you move around, it shakes and things happen. And then, of course, all these. It's not the kids talking, it's the parents, I tell ya. That's what I get for watching a movie that it's a cartoon, I guess. And that movie, in all fairness, isn't really a great kids movie anyway. It's like multi-dimensional action that's going on. You know, like there's lots of... It's not really a straightforward plot. You know, as far as it goes. I mean, if you're picking a movie... That one's more for the kind of the parents, I think. That movie, I don't know. Because, you know, I bet you... if Maverick came in here today, because he's English second language, and he kind of concentrates on movies that, like action movies, because he can understand it better. But Maverick came into that today and told me he watched this movie. I bet he's gonna ask me what the heck happened, because you actually have to pretty pay attention to kind of understand it. And you know, it's just because, you know, when you're watching a movie that's not in your home language, you know, it's that much extra work, right? You imagine that if we watched a movie in French or German or something like that. I don't know if you know those languages, but if it's a language you didn't know, you know, you're kind of, and you know a few words here and there, or maybe you kind of can understand if it's, you know, a bit slower paced. But you know, for him it was you know, a lot of the movies like that are more complicated, he says are boring because there's just too much talking. You love Jurassic Park movies? I haven't seen Jurassic Park since the first one. I actually, for some reason, that was never my
Greetings, neighbor.
choice of movies. Although I don't know why, because I like action movies. Do you use subtitles though? What's this one?
Oh, greetings, neighbor.
Top knot. That's not really my style here, you know. Very cool if
Thank you kindly.
it's ripped for the right character. You are what you're into, no matter.
Listen, don't take on too much. We're here for you.
What? Hey, look at this. New fireplace.
Good day to you.
I like those movies, like, you know, Matrix. You know, I do like movies that are kind of make you think a little bit. My favorite movie of all time is Fight Club, and
Thank you kindly.
I also really like 12 Monkeys, and I like a lot of Terry Gilliam stuff, actually. But Fight Club was really good, and it's not about fighting at all, right? That's the thing that throws people off. But I thought it was so good. So you watched the Fight Club and 12 Monkeys? You know, they did a TV series for 12 Monkeys. And I watched a little bit of it, but I didn't like that they kind of changed the theory behind it. Because in the 12 Monkeys movie, the past has already happened. And they kind of accept that. And in the TV show, they seem to be trying to change it. Like, you know, they weren't accepting that. In the 12 Monkeys, there's a little bit where he thinks he might be able to change it, but the overall concept is that, you know, the past has happened. And they keep trying to change the past in the series, and it just wasn't very good that way. I don't know, I'm trying to think of any TV series. I mean, you know, if it's a different story, like, you know, a lot of people like The Mandalorian. You know, which is based in the Star Wars universe, but it is its own story. I think that's all right. But you know, when they're trying to kind of not, they're kind of just repeating it and just telling it slightly different. I don't think it's that good. Do you know they're working on a Harry Potter TV series where it's going to be redoing it from the beginning, kind of thing? I think that's not going to be good. Beverly Hillbillies. Yeah, but that's a movie made out of a TV series, though. That's the one you're talking about, right? So it's not too bad. But it's hard when they switch that, you know, especially a complex movie like 12 Monkeys. Dukes of Hazzard, I remember that movie. Jessica Simpson. The Dreamlight duties, what I gotta do? 3 from Forgotten Lands. Plaza mining. Okay, I can do that one. That's quick. Where's my... Although, I don't know. Do you see that they remade The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air? Another TV series, but they made it serious instead of a comedy. I haven't seen that. I don't know if it's good or not, but... maybe if they make it its own thing. Hickory Nut Crunch. I'm not sure what that's from. I remember the Dukes of Hazzard, though. One of my friends had the Dukes of Hazzard action figures. Those things are probably worth a fortune now. He had the car and the Boss Hog in his car and Roscoe in his car. Ellie Mae. Yeah, I think I remember Ellie Mae. I don't know. It's been a long time since I saw that show. Watching the black and white repeats, you know. I think I only saw the movie once. I remember what's his face from Whose Line Is It Anyway? Was in it. Planet of the Apes. You know, if you have a Yoda with a cloth jacket, that action figure is worth a lot. Very specifically that one. If you have a Yoda with a cloth cape, nice. A lot of those original Star Wars guys with the lightsabers too are worth a bunch now too. I don't actually know where Planet of the Apes stands, but I know the Star Wars ones are worth a lot. A lot of it being proportional. I mean, you know, Yoda, was he 1500 or something like that? I have a Lego Death Star. I bought it for $300. It's like huge. It took me 17 hours to put together as an adult. It's discontinued now. And I saw the sets were selling for like thousands.
Yes.
Yod, thank you for liking. Much appreciated. It's a pretty impressive build, though, when you have it together. Right now, it's disassembled. Charleston Heston. I don't know. I'm kind of curious how much Planet of the Apes things would be worth, but... I, you know, like a lot of times I've watched those videos that say your toys can be worth a lot kind of thing. I don't think I've ever seen them actually mention them. Planet 8, so as being in the top ones. But they might not have just covered it, you know. Who knows? The Boba Fett with a spring-loaded jetpack, yeah, that one's worth a lot too because it was a mail offer. You know, like you can only get it through the mail. And they discontinued it because, you know, kids could eat the rocket and then swallow it. So they discontinued it really fast. You're a big fan of Star Wars?
Need anything from the market? Just
Charleston Heston is... Yeah, I think I heard about that, actually. It doesn't make him go up in value, though. As far as his action figures. The popularity of the IP, intellectual property, in Star Wars is just nuts. That's why that one's up. Wonder if this new Barbie movie is gonna make Barbies shoot up even more. Those are worth quite a bit, some of them. But yes, sir. That Barbie movie looks surprisingly like it'll probably be better than you expect, I bet. Like it looks like they're kind of trying a surreal thing, you know? These some of the most famous movies of all time, Moses, Naked Jungle. You know, the thing is that those don't mean anything to anybody that's like in the money spending generation now. You know? I don't even know if I've even seen Naked Jungle. Moses, maybe? I think? I'm not sure. If I did, it's a long time ago. Actually, let's go down into the swamp. Like, he's famous, but, you know, I bet you a lot of the young kids can't tell you who Charlton Heston is. You know, just like I was saying about Maverick, he likes watching movies, but, you know, anything that's older than 5 years old, man, he says it's classic. He doesn't want to watch it. And that's not that uncommon. So, you know, like Paul Newman, he was a pretty awesome actor, but, you know, I don't think any of these young kids are going to know who Paul Newman is anymore, you know? Unless they're doing that thing with, you know, like computer imaging and, you know, where they're resurrecting dead actors. You know, like they did it with Peter Cushing. He acted in that Rogue One movie. You know, and they're getting better and better with that technology. They're talking about James Dean starring in a movie. You know, like, so they're actually using his image for a movie he had absolutely nothing to do with. Like Peter Cushing, it would make sense. He did play the character that they kind of resurrected him for. You know, just kind of had him as the admiral. You know, kind of had him in the background. Um, but yeah, James Dean has nothing to do with the movie. Like, you never know if he would ever have signed up for it. You know, that's the thing. You know, you're gonna have all these dead artists acting because of AI. You know. You don't know movies history? I know. I like to try to remind people to, you know, check out some of the older stuff. You know, like they're watching movies, you know, that are you know, kind of based off of old movies, like a sequel, and they haven't seen the originals. You know, some cases. Yeah, it's too bad Maverick wasn't here for this discussion, because he can give us his insight on that, because he's really good at making sure he watches movies that he has no clue about the originals. You know, like the new Alien movie came out, he'd watch the new one, but he would say classic and not watch the old one, even though Alien and Aliens are super good movies. How can remakes even get an audience if people knew about the original? Oh, I don't know. I guess they just make the preview exciting enough. It seems popular and then people watch it, you know? But I took film studies, you know, because my major was computer science and second major was drama. So I took film studies, and, you know, that's the thing, you know, you gotta... It's good to expose yourself to the older movies too, you know? So, you know, we had to watch The Graduate, or... Is it The Graduate? The one with Woody Allen. Woody Allen, and he's like, you know, the Mrs. Robinson movie. Had to watch that. Watch some other older things, you know? But the problem is that these older movies are not flashy, or CGI has caught up to them. That kind of thing. Nothing is better than the original if you're into theater. A lot of times I think the original is better, but then you find out you're not watching the original a lot of times. You know what movie I really, really liked? Was Gone in 60 Seconds. With Nicolas Cage. And you know what? That's not an original. That was actually a remake. But you know, because there was one in the 70s. But you know, so I don't know. Sometimes they do remake a movie and it is better than the original, just through innovation. But one thing Hollywood is, you saw Fast and the Furious. You like it? First Fast and the Furious is pretty awesome. Kind of went a little bit downhill from there, but I enjoy it for what it is. Series. Yeah, that's the one I was talking to Maverick about before. He was saying he hasn't seen the first Fast and the Furious or something like that, but he's, you know, he wants to watch Fast and Furious 9 and 10 kind of thing, right? Although, you know, almost always the very first movie of a series is the best movie. There's a couple, like I liked Empire Strikes Back better than A New Hope for Star Wars. Aliens I liked better than Alien. What was I supposed to do? Fish up here, right? 3 fish. Okay. Just because Empire Strikes Back was, you know, one of those movies, you know, where the bad guys won, you know, and that was different. When you say after the second one, do you mean Empire Strikes Back, or do you mean, like from the, you know, how they rename or how they released ones later, episode 1, 2, and 3? Because you know, technically Star Wars started on episode 4, and then they did episode 5 and 6, and then they did 1, 2, and 3. Maybe the second one you remember yawning. Maybe you're tired. Maybe all those years ago you're tired in that movie and just didn't realize it. You know, a lot of people dislike the new ones. You know, with Rey. I didn't mind them. I was happy to get more Star Wars. You know, the, one thing, you know, if Lucas would have kept the franchise, that was it. And this way I got to enjoy more of the world and universe that I enjoyed. You know? You're in your 20s. I remember watching The Phantom Menace. I just had my wisdom teeth taken out at the time, so I was actually in the theater with the gauze. I wanted to see it. I had gauze in both sides. Plaza 4 rock spots. We've still got 2 more rock spots. Bananas we can do. Yeah, I didn't have popcorn in that movie. You like the Blob original better? I don't know if I've seen the Blob remake. Matt, thank you for liking. Yeah, I don't know if I've ever seen the Blob remake or even the Blob original. I'm not sure 100% to be honest. Long time ago. I remember watching the Toxic Avenger back in the day. That was pretty cool. They're going to be revisiting that franchise one day, I bet. Oh, and Swamp Thing. I remember liking Swamp Thing. The originals. And there is a new Swamp Thing coming. I don't know if you remember Swamp Thing. Banana, banana, banana. Oh, Buzz wants to talk to me again. Oh, where he went. Finally. I think I have seen the Blob, come to think of it. But Buck Rogers, I remember seeing Buck Rogers and Flash Gordon. Flash! Savior of the universe! I was with Queen, singing the theme. Bananas. You're back. Well, welcome back. Yeah, I watched Flash Gordon back in the day and Buck Rogers. Pretty good stuff. Well, 2 meals, 3-star meal or better. Seeing raccoons is annoying. I had my discussion with Simba. Oh, I did find a shiny citron somewhere. Nice. The old Star Trek? Well, I was always a Star Wars guy, so Star Trek was kind of forced upon me. My brother really liked the old Star Trek, and he tried to bug me and say how they're more accurate. It was his argument as to why Star Trek was better, was because they're more accurate.
Rise and shine, everyone.
Shot, because they could shoot the bug on the ground in the Wrath of Khan than the Star Wars guys. So my brother always grabbed the TV, whatever I was watching, and he'd watch Little House on the Prairie and Star Trek. So, and of course, he only had one TV in the house back then, so it was forced. Per meal. Sell 2 meals. Maybe we'll do that. So there might be citron to be had. Although, later on I didn't mind it as much, but when I was young it was a competitive thing, your favorite thing had to be the best. And of course Star Wars and Star Trekkies, Star Warsians and Star Trekkies had to pick one or the other.
Our guest.
Katie, thank you for liking. Although honestly, if I'm honest about it, I think the next generation with Picard was better than the original. Because it was written better. Just went and played with your old Planet of the Apes dolls. If my parents told me I was going to like something, did you like the Planet of the Apes remakes that they did? Because they tried remaking that a few times. What's this? Look at that. That. More? I don't see any more. Although, honestly, when you hear that, I don't want to watch this show because it's old. I do understand. I mean, when I was a little kid, I didn't want to watch really old black and white shows. I wanted to watch stuff that was new back then, too. And they just disappeared. They did Planet of the Apes since then, didn't they? When did Charlton Heston die? Alexa, when did Charlton Heston die? Oh, it's 2008 only. I thought he died before that for some reason. I did get the fairy godmother, yes, but she always sleeps when I'm playing. She's like a constant sleeper. Her, Remy, and Nola. Every time I'm streaming, they're sleeping. No, but I'm just saying I understood. You know, I understood what they're saying. They don't want to watch older stuff because I remember not wanting to watch black and white stuff particularly much because that wasn't as cool because it's old. You know, although I actually did like Three Stooges and what's that show with Andy from Mayberry? That show as well. Oh, he was in one of the last ones? Oh, okay. I thought they remade it though, for some reason without him. Huh. I don't know, I didn't really watch them, I guess. I watched them too closely at least. I mean, I watched Old Joe's. Don't get me wrong. There's a lot of movie or shows I watched through. Gilligan's Island was another one I black and white. I watched black and white shows from too. But you know, as a little kid, you often have this attitude that you don't want to watch old stuff. So I can appreciate that because I mean I didn't want to watch old stuff either when I was a little kid. It's more later in life I came to appreciate the older stuff, you know. There was continuations. Oh. 3 stars or better. Anything that's not eggs and stuff. Gazpacho soup. You ever watch that? Is there supposed to be an update like 5.1 or 6? If so, when? I saw they're bringing in a new villain. They kind of show a cutscene at the end when you roll the credits after doing this part here, where it kind of looks like it's Jafar. So I assume that's going to be next update, whenever that is. I assume it's not going to be like that soon after the current update, though. I mean, we just had one, and it was, so I assume it'll still be a couple months for the next one. But you know, I'm no expert on it. You know, they're not telling me when they're releasing things. He died soon after? Oh, okay. Yeah, it's hard to keep track of something when all these celebrities die. You know, there's some that I thought were still alive. You look and they're like, they died 15 years ago. And like, oh, I didn't realize it, you know? But, and there's others you hear about. You know, that didn't seem like they were around that long ago, you know? My meals I just made. We could sell more. All those bananas. Hmm. Yeah, I guess we could sell the walleye. What happened to Cher? She was gonna leave the country? It's funny, I was watching a Pink. I don't know if you're familiar with Pink, but watching a Pink movie or a video, rock video.
You are our guest.
And Cher was in that. Birdie, thank you for liking. Sweet, sweet. The birdie's landed. Serve a meal in the restaurant. Change outfit. We can do that. 3 mushrooms. That's probably an easy one. Have I heard from her? I don't know. Maybe she's just enjoying. She's like old now, isn't she? Alexa, how old is Cher? She's 77. So she might not be doing as much these days, you know? Doesn't the celebrities disappear? All of a sudden, the next thing you hear is they died of something, you know? Like Celine Dion, you know, she's in like really bad condition, you know? He just canceled her, Celine Dion just canceled her, she was gonna do another Vegas, residency, and then she canceled it. That would be pretty awesome to have seen Celine Dion in a... Yeah, Treat Williams just died. Although, to be honest, I had to look up what he was even in. I saw the mentions of some people tweeting about it, but in between all the crazy other tweets that are on the internet, we'll make some Timbits. I thought I had the recipe for those. Maybe they're not what I thought they were. They're like donut holes.
Oh, not there. Okay, how about here?
Timothy, thank you for sharing. Much appreciated. You remember him from drama shows? You watched? He portrayed a lot of my fathers.
You are our guest.
A lot of fathers. I know he was one of my favorite top 10 TV dads. You know, I just kind of glanced at a picture of him, but you know, I'd probably recognize him more if I saw that show or something. But maybe, I don't know. I don't know exactly. Gingerbread house and vegetarian pizza. Maybe we'll have more luck with one of those. Oh, there's the thing I was looking for. There. Did you see they're making a new Beetlejuice? So not only did Michael Keaton come back with thank you for liking as well. Well, hi. Not only did Michael Keaton come back with Batman, but he's gonna be back with Beetlejuice. So Timothy, here's a question for you. Were you a big fan of Charlton Heston? Like, can you name some movies he was in? Without looking them up? He's pretty famous, you know. Who? Charlton Heston. He's somebody that Maverick would say classic. He was the original Law and Order, then SVU, Chicago Fire. Isn't there a Beetlejuice the musical? Yeah, they kind of sang in it, I guess. Day-o, day-o. Change outfits the next easiest thing. You have to look them up, so you don't know off the top of your head, right? The banana song. Are you gonna watch the new Joker movie? Has Lady Gaga in it. It's gonna be a musical. Is that where all the inclinations go? I'm just trying to say, you know, that, you know, for Timothy, not Google it before he answers. We got The Rock. Although I do come up with a lot of my own theories. You saw the new villain will be Jafar? Yeah, they should make them come out of the Nightmare Castle, eh? And they should let me wake up these stupid NPCs that are sleeping. Rapunzel and Flynn will join? What's Flynn from? Is that Flynn from Tron? Maybe an inclination comes from a fact you already know. Maybe. I know a lot of facts. Just the facts. Just the facts, ma'am. That's one actor that passed away. Leslie Nielsen. That I didn't know passed away until way after. Flynn is from Tangled. There's also a character named Flynn in Tron. That was the main dude from Tron. Greetings, program. I would be pretty pleased if Tron entered this world. That'd be pretty cool. Although they seem to be sticking more to the cartoony ones. Facts from what you know are issues and topics I witness with your own eyes. D. And you don't mean AIs. You know, AI is only machine learning still right now. It's not actually intelligent quite yet. Someday AI will be a really good tool. Hopefully, and not kill us all. Oh, you didn't know that? Know nothing about Tron besides the ride in Disney World. Well, there you go. Now you have an excellent movie you can watch one day. And as I was saying earlier, had it not been Tron, Disney might not be around, because Tron was the one that pulled them out of bankruptcy. They were ready to go under. They were like in the state when Tron came out. They were in the state that Warner Brothers is right now. You know, where they're cutting budget, you know, and not releasing stuff because it's cheaper to not release it. So if you watch the first Tron, because they did a second one as well. If you watch the first Tron, you'll be in for a treat. Oh, Glade of Trust not here. Well, I could probably sell a mineral. You saw the original?
Hey there.
You don't think AI will kill us? Well, hopefully it doesn't. There is a potential situation, though. You know, if AI feels that humans, like if they don't put the proper safeguards in, though, there's a potential situation where AI could say, well, you know, here's the wasteful weakest link. Jeff Bridges played the dad and the evil version of him in the movie Tron Legacy. Check it out. It's okay once you get past the facades of it all. Tron 2 was better. I'm talking about Tron where Jeff Bridges was the guy. He was Flynn. He went into the machine.
For me.
He wasn't no dad. Yeah, he was the protagonist. And then I think in that Tron Legacy or something like that, he was also in it, but that Legacy one wasn't as good as the first one. Peaceful Meadow and fish from Glade of Trust. Well, Aliens and Empire Strikes Back as well. Alien was pretty good, but Alien was so much better. I like the military theme they went with and made the aliens kind of cool because there's 8 zillion of them. There's a new Aliens game coming out again soon. A top-down shooter. Do you guys check out the Xbox showcase at all? Man, that Stargate game looks like it'll be something. Or Starfield, sorry. The thing about Aliens is they're all new. I mean, they're all new. Alien was in 1979 or something like that, or 78. And then Aliens was 1983 or something like that. The story from Aliens is like in the future at some point. They're not remakes or continuations of the other. They're continuations of each other. What do you mean? Although the story got kind of weird, but you know, like Ripley, who was played by Sigourney Weaver, was in the first movie. Then she comes back. She's the only one that made it out. And she comes back, and then they go with the military to go to the planet where they discovered the alien, and they take Ripley with her. And then basically from there in Alien 3, she winds up waking up and then realizing that an alien was in her shuttle, and then she goes to somewhere, some prison planet, and then Alien 4, they're kind of a group of them with Ripley again. So I mean, she's consistent through all the movies, so that's kind of a continuation. Predator is they're tied together too, actually. And then they kind of, because Predator 2 had an alien skull in the ship, that means that it put it in its same universe. Lemons is what I need. We watched them all. And Predators versus Aliens too. What about Prey? Did you watch Prey? I thought Prey was actually probably the second best Predator movie. They fought each other in the last one you saw. Yeah, Prey is the one where they're in the past, and like it's like First Nations people, and the aliens are like a more primitive, or the Predator is a more primitive one. That was a pretty cool movie. I thought they did a really good job with it. Almost as good as the Ani one. You've not seen a movie except the ones I mentioned? When did Prey come out? Been a couple of years. Hey, Jeffrey. It's on Netflix. You're in reply mode. Yeah, I kind of figured that Melody wasn't responding to Isn't the Beetlejuice the musical each time she talked. You know, every time you respond to Isn't Beetlejuice the musical, you're probably hitting up Katie's notifications. Like her phone's like bing, bing, bing. You got a Codrel ad? What the heck is Codrel? Hello. What's going on with you and your wonderful, amazing, lovely chat? Good evening, everyone. That's a little rude. You have a cold? What's a Codrel's from, like, is it sick medication? I don't know if I've ever even heard of that brand. Well, thank you for getting an ad. That's always awesome. You know? I get like a couple cents every time there's an ad played. Cold and Relief. Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen that brand. I don't know if it's in Canada. Maybe it's not in Canada or something. Or maybe it's not Western Canada. I don't know. Wherever. Maybe it's something local to you. Aren't I in the Glade Trust? I guess that was not a fish. You get that in New Zealand? Oh, achievement! Angler, I caught 1,800 fish. Nice. How many of those do I got now? One more Dreamlight duty. What duty should we do? Eat a sunbird? That's pretty easy. Probably feed a sunbird. Have any flowers? Yeah, I think Facebook targets your demographic. So you're American. That's the most valuable ads. Is he saying that my comment was rude? I'm just saying hello and being nice to y'all. No, she was talking about getting a Codrel ad for cold medication when she was sick. How the ad was aimed at her being sick. It wasn't towards you, Jeffrey. And then we had to find out. Yeah, that's why she said, well, that's a little rude. I have a cold, and laughed. My card won't let me sign up to you. Do you have another channel? I want to subscribe, but won't take my card because of Facebook. I don't have any subscription things. I mean, YouTube you can sign up for free, and some of the other social medias, but as far as like similar to the Uh, similar to the mode that Facebook has for subscriptions. I don't have that anything like that. YouTube takes you, yeah, but I don't have enough followers on YouTube to have where people can do pay subscriptions or anything like that. Because I think you have to have like 1,000 followers and X amount of hours viewed. So as far as that, I'm not quite there yet. I'm trying. I post like little videos from vacations and past streams and all sorts of good stuff there. So we're growing. It'll come eventually. This pace, 10 years or something. Jeffrey's responding to, isn't there a Beetlejuice the musical as well? Will not let me do Facebook. You unsubscribe to Facebook channels because they'd get my money as well for Google Play too. Oh, yeah, like as far as it goes, like I'm a partnered streamer. So I mean there is the subscription, you know, called supporter thing. That's what we were talking about there, Birdie. You know, for $5 American, I think, a month, you get basically nothing. You get some stickers, and the way to show support, because you know it gives me $5, but you get some stickers, and unfortunately it doesn't remove ads, but and you get a little badge thing. I don't know. It's something that is available as an option. But I wish they would do more with it. Unfortunately, they don't. Maybe do a Discord channel. Yeah, I have like lots of social medias and stuff like that, but each one of them is more and more time to do stuff, you know? So it's hard enough keeping up. Hang out with villagers from the Toy Story. I can do that. Where's Buzz? We gotta talk to him anyway. He might be in his camper van. You have to do it from the Facebook browser, not the Facebook app. That, and I have difficult financial costs at the moment. I'm saving up for a new PC. Well, there you go, eh? So that's good that you watched a commercial. Since when did my Beetlejuice comment become the live chat? I know, eh? What's up with that? Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice. No, Birdie hasn't been replying to it. You're watching from your phone? Oh, there you go. Yeah, if you ever do decide to support, do it from a computer, because Apple doesn't take a cut then. Oh crap, more alien toys? Those quests are kind of annoying, to be honest. I don't know why they keep doing that one. Forgot to take Buzz with me. $10,000 vertical stars, bro. That's no joke. I have to send you vertical stars because I can't send you real stars. All you have is a computer? Well, thank you for the virtual stars, I think is what you mean. All you have is a computer. Spawn on a new thread. Yeah, you're binging off her phone. Every time you hit that reply, it was binging her phone. Although Melody last time when she said all I have is a computer, she didn't respond that to Katie that time. Alien toys were annoying the fact that you have to wait 36 hours for the last 8 to respond. Yeah, you're on a new thread. For a while there, you were just hitting reply to her comment. I think that's what she was talking about. Alright, so those two are sleeping still. Mine shiny citron. The only thing I can really do is mine shiny citron.
You are our guest.
Hours. I know, hours. Chris, thank you for liking. Go back up here. See if we can get that last shiny citron. Hopefully Buzz is a fisherman, not a miner. Well, you're not binging her phone now. It was the comments before. Why was I even on her phone? Well, what happened was, you know how Katie just responded to you, for example? You had been responding to her Beetlejuice comment when you were talking to me. So basically what happened is probably every time you responded to that same comment, then it put a notification up there probably for. You feel like you're in Disney World or Disneyland? Yeah, this game's pretty kind of a nice relaxing game, you know? Although you gotta be careful because there's some things that cost you money. So, you know, moons, you know, and this event track thing, you know, to unlock it more, it costs you some moons. So if you don't want to spend real money, then you basically wind up having to be very, very thrifty and make sure you're careful with what you spend it on. You did fix it though. You stopped responding to that same comment. Although, you know, it's probably not the best solution to encourage people to not talk. I mean, it does benefit me if people come and chat, you know. The simplest solution is what you did, and you just stopped responding to the same comment over when you weren't intending to respond to that comment. So you've done that, so it's all solved now. So it's good that it worked out. I don't think logging out and logging in would actually stop the notifications, to be honest. It was just how it was how you were responding to a comment. I don't know. It's not a big deal. It's done now. I mean, there's no more. It's in normal chat streams now, so that's good. Common areas and secret spots. What's a common area and secret spot? That means like up here. I think it's pretty easy for that to happen though, because somebody else had that happen to them before too. I don't think they even realized they were responding to someone. Mean the Dream Castle and Cafe? Oh, that's what you did to fix it? Well, I guess you would have had to do it, but if she would have, it wouldn't have stopped it, because you would have still been responding to that same comment. If it was some sort of bug or something or whatever. You wrote your name too? Yeah, you know, Stephanie, she's been, for some reason, her account's been messing with her. So if you're wondering where she was. Facebook's kind of buggy sometimes. Your comment become popular? It did. It was very popular. Where do I look for these alien toys this time? Last time they told me to go into houses. You got muted and hacked? Yeah, she said she got hacked. And then she made a new account and then it kept banning her. How was the night? It's pretty good. Collecting stuff, getting these things here, getting annoyed that some of the NPCs are sleeping every time I play. I'll go to the cafe and the castle. Are you talking about the Nightmare Castle too?
You are our guest.
Never lets you go back to general chat. That's weird, eh? You were in general chat for a while though. Finally got the update to NPE, so you always forget to switch to your gamer page. Well, that's okay. I like talking to both of you. On here, eh? Buzz can come right with me and find these things. Oh, I almost went in there. And that must be annoying for Buzz to follow me because he's got tiny little legs. Facebook is weird and strange, but it's good sometimes. That's true. We got one! Look how many new characters are coming. Like one character a day in here or what? and just... Oh, there's 2 down here. Is that Nightmare Castle considered a common area? You have your fan on because it's hot outside? How hot is it there? It's like raining here today. Which is good because there's lots of fires around here normally. A couple buried in the ground in Sunlit Plateau. If you do decide to stay on YouTube and no longer Facebook, I'll be fine with that. This place is going downhill, and from what I've read, they're only keeping partners. Which is why most of my gaming friends are moving to TTV, Trovo, and Kick. I wouldn't move to Trovo. That thing is that one's done for already. Although I'm a partner, so I guess I don't have to worry about that rumor. Although I've never heard that rumor actually. In our partner circles, they actually Facebook employee actually talked to us and said they're committed to improving the platform. So they're working on things. They want to bring new innovations in. They're coming out with plans for different things. So I mean, for a while there, they were pretty quiet with all those layoffs, but that was recent. So, I mean, I think that's a positive thing when they say that. And they started opening up features for partners as well. So, they weren't doing that for a while, too. So, I'd say that's potentially positive. I don't know. I can't see why they would get rid of all the other ones and just keep partners, though. But, I would assume that's just a rumor. I don't know. Fire Devil, have you heard anything like that?
Oh, not there. Okay, how
Caesar, thank you for sharing and liking. I'm assuming you like too. Yeah.
You are our guest.
As building up to it, so many changes are happening and rising creators getting fed up for not having their payouts. Partners, I understand why, but that's what I've been seeing. Ah, okay. Well, I don't know. Well, I guess we'll see. I mean, it's one of those things. The grass is always greener on the other side, right? So, a lot of people are just making up, looking for that excuse. Not making up excuses, but looking for that excuse to go where the grass is greener, right? There's a lot of partners that went to other platforms too. But then again, if you are in the Twitch world, there's lots of partners that are left there too because they're all mad at the world too. Kick is new, so they're drawing a lot of people right now. But Provo I'd stay away from. There was already a mass exodus there recently.
You are our guest.
Jeffrey, thank you for liking. People were mad they changed their way to pay for winning, kind of thing. I don't think Kick is as good as they're making it out to be either, though. That's the only thing, you know. They're claiming they're gonna do all this and that, but I mean, you know, all that stuff about them being, you know, a platform you could do anything on, and then they started banning people, and when you realize that, you know, companies, you know, that advertise in those things don't want to have nothing to do with a bunch of people watching porn and, you know, or whatever crazy stuff people were doing. Then they tighten the belt and stop people from doing what they want. You know, it's like music. You remember when there was a big music thing going on? People were mad because Facebook is so bad about music. People were so mad about Twitch starting to crack down on it. And then basically, you know, they'd go to TikTok, and then now, you know, I put up a video of a Ferris wheel going around, and the music got not screened out on YouTube, but it got screened out on TikTok. And there's like talking and all sorts of other things in the background. So Facebook didn't screen it out, and YouTube didn't screen it out, but TikTok did. So they all kind of do their thing, right? TikTok could be kind of a potentially not bad platform to stream on, but there's a lot of places banning them, like different governments, like Canada government is looking at banning them. The US, some states are banning them now. Stuff like that. Really stinks. You can't ride any of the rides in this. I know. So, anyway, what it comes down to is, like I said, the grass is always greener on the other side. You know. So these a lot of streamers will try jumping all over the place and more or less find out they're in the same position they started with. Do we know if Facebook's going bye-bye forever? I don't think they are, because they recently in our partner forums informed us that they're committed to improving things and this and that kind of thing. I don't know if it belongs to Elon Musk, but it is a Chinese company. I don't know if Elon has any shares or anything like that in it, but the concern why they're banning it in a lot of the states and government agencies and some countries and stuff is because of the connection to the Chinese government. You know, they don't want them gathering information via the app, you know, like for example, your phone connects to a network, and then maybe they could use the app to, you know, somehow hack the network kind of thing. Facebook need to go bye-bye if it will. Who knows? Yeah. I don't think Facebook's going anywhere. Although that new Apple VR, though, might deliver a little bit of a blow to Facebook, because that thing really, really looks better than the MetaQuest VR headset. Although the only thing is that it is significantly higher in price. Although, you know, Apple people love buying their Apple stuff, and Apple's always been expensive. So, in that aspect, maybe they'll do okay. That thing looked pretty rad, though, I tell you. Did you guys see the video on that new VR thing that Apple has? Facebook is never private. You're on Facebook, you belong to the world. The same thing for all of these things. You're the product. You know? Discourse, whatever, you know. You know, your data. Your information is the data. Like literally all those commercials, if you guys are getting ads, those are targeted, you know, they know where you are, they know what you like. You just need to find the orange potato, the green potato, and the purple potato quest. And you can craft the rainbow potion to unlock the secret hidden rainbow fox. I didn't even know that. Just passed by Goofy. Yeah. Yeah, he's in the area. He's selling all the stuff. Well, I mean, it doesn't matter what, you know, though. Like, I mean, it's not like your information's, you know, you use your bank card, you have a computer. You know, if the government really wants your information, they can just ask your internet provider, subpoena them or whatever. Apple's actually really good for that, Melody. You know, like there was a time where the FBI wanted, I can't remember who it was, where the FBI wanted Apple to unlock some criminal's phone, and Apple refused. They said, no, our policy is this, and we can't do it for you. So the FBI had to actually crack the phone themselves, because Apple wouldn't help them. That's why you're all for off-grid. Yeah. Although, you know, I don't know. You're on Facebook, which is the most public thing, though, for being off-grid, though. You believe they probably have a profile on you. Every weird thing you say, they know. You've never been to Disney World or Disneyland? I would love to go there sometime. It gets more and more expensive every year, I'm sure. I bet you know, every year Disney is probably 10% more or something like that. You know, anything you say on the internet at all, you know, it has to go through your internet provider. So, I don't know. As long as you're not breaking any laws. Are you any more weird than anyone else? Definitely. Yep. I'm sure there's always somebody less weird and always somebody more weird. It's the internet. It's just like video games. No matter how good you are or how bad you are, there's always somebody better or worse. I've already done the red and gold. I did the red and gold ones. I didn't do the blue yet. Or orange. And I didn't know about any of the other stuff. I tell them always, explain to me normal. Did you, take a long time to finish those quests, or are they not too bad? Oh, it's for a fox companion. It'll let me get back to my friends. Well, you know, ultimately everybody can talk at once. It's all the same. I'm not, you know, it's I don't think there's a problem with multiple conversations going at once. You've got any of the potato besides the purple? Do you need premium version or something? See these bottles and ponds. You need to start with the green potion. If you look up the green Dream Valley Wiki, it has all the info. Darker the potatoes, the richer. They're talking about virtual potatoes, though, in this case. I have this thing, and maybe that's part of what they're talking about, eh? I have an emerald sliver. Is that part of what you're talking about? Is there a difference between virtual potatoes and real potatoes? Well, in virtual potatoes, you can't really eat them because they're not real. Unless you subscribe to that multiple universe theory, in which case I suppose if every universe is real somewhere, then this is a real universe somewhere, but thanks you for using Notify. Drop off some of these fish, man. 74 days, nice. Anything else I gotta get rid of? Get rid of that one jewel. Any repeats in here? You need 16 of them. I only have one. They turn into green silver. For the craft station to make the jade crystal. Oh, this is like a long version quest, it sounds like. Well, no, they're like magic potatoes. So like they make glowing potions.
Cat's pajamas.
I suppose you could probably make a potion out of real potatoes, but I don't know if it would do much, really. You make real potions? Well, there you go. Look, I got a lot of coal on me. Throw that in here. Next to Scrooge's shop. Maybe there's some alien toys in there. Alternative medicine? Yeah, I don't think the potions in the Disney game do the same thing as that. I don't know, call it a hunch. Like the potions like make you fish better and stuff. They make it so that the fishing holes turn into gold fishing holes. You have the Dreamlight Valley by mobile app. I don't have the mobile app. I just Google it usually. I don't have other friend quests because the only other quest I have is, well, besides Buzz here, is her, and I can't get her usually because she's sleeping all the time. You don't know? Well, it is a good guess, I guess. But now you know. You're learning all sorts of things about the game.
Well,
Like, here's how you write your name. You're playing the game yourself. You could write your name on your world. It's all in Google too, though. I'm sure, Katie, if you wanted to find it, you can. And if you want to make money, like serious money, in this game, you grow pumpkins, and then you sell them to Goofy. Just what you suspected. Where are we at for hanging out with him? 32. Back to Shiny Citron. See, if we still were in the Wii generation, that's how you do it. You'd be moving your controller. Pumpkins are the real... Yeah, it's not crypto, it's pumpkins. You may... If you grew that many pumpkins in real life, you might make a little bit of money, but not this serious money. Yes, it's based on your time of day, though. So, I think that if you go at 7 p.m. your time, she'd be going to bed. I think in your app, in the app there, it tells you their sleep schedules too, probably. But since it's real time, it's like stupid because, I mean, think about it here. Okay, let's just think about it for 1 second. If, say you're a kid in school and you want to play this game, you know, that means you're going to be not able to play the game during school time. And you'll have basically, you know, whatever time after supper. Or if you're an adult like me who has a job, you know, I can't play at certain times of the day, you know, and stuff. So it's annoying to me that their sleep schedule is like 4 hours long. So it's like, you know, I stream generally at 7 o'clock. That's when I play, 7 p.m. to around 10 p.m. And for example, my quest here for Nola is basically she sleeps from 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. So if you guys ever fill out those surveys on Dreamlight Valley indicating features you want to see, mention on there that you would like to see the ability to wake up your favorite characters, because, you know, I can never catch old Nola Fairy godmother. Remy. They're always sleeping. They're 3 hours early. See, if I lived in your time zone, they'd be awake. And the other thing, yeah, like Timothy says, is to make other ways for you to be able to get moon coins. Because they only drop a chest every 3 hours. You know, and that's annoying because you have to buy that stuff. It'd be nice if you could actually. The one thing I suggested was that if you serve them in the restaurant, maybe they could tip you some moon coins. You saw me come in? Yeah, I started at 7 p.m. Pacific. So that would be... Oh, it wasn't 7... It would be about 10 o'clock your time if you're in Eastern time zone. I didn't start early, so I'm not sure what that was about, but it would be 10 Eastern. Yeah, 10 Eastern time. Oh, you're Central. Oh, okay. I saw New York there at first, so I and then you said 3 hours right after that. So Central is like 2 hours. You got 1400. Oh, you're moving to New York. Well, there you go. Then you'll be 3 hours. Oops, I got a food. You in New York time. Well, there you go. You and Melody will be in the same time when she moves. See, there's a gold fishing hole right there. Melody wants to be a part of it in old New York. That's what she'll sing when she moves. Start spreading the news. Leaving today. He wants to be a part of it. Does that mean you opened up these quests finally, Timothy? You're going to live in the urban areas? So like that urban means in the city, right? So I think a lot of those American cities are pretty big though anyway, even the smaller ones. You're moving to get closer to Toronto. Well, it probably is quite nice to live closer to Toronto, that's for sure. And you can... Rural. Rural means not near the city. check with Alexa. Alexa, what does urban mean? Oh, or relating to, designating to a city or town. That's what Alexa said. Yeah, because they always say how, like, in BC, with a lot of the voters, the rural voters are kind of conservative voters, and the city voters vote for the NDP here. They're called NDP party. Because it's conservatives against the NDPs mostly in British Columbia. Shut up with Alexa. I like asking Alexa. I paid money for it, so I try to use it once in a while. You know, I can listen to music, but not when I'm streaming. You're not good with states either? The, you know, that's the thing, I bet you not got, no, Alexa's actually pretty dumb sometimes, to be honest. But, it is good at answering some basic questions, though. You know, like if you want to spell something, definitions, find out if somebody's dead. Stuff like that, you know? Try to ask certain questions that she answers something totally separately. Just a database, essentially. Google doesn't know proper English. It's getting better, though. You know, if you go to Bing, like B-I-N-G, they've connected an AI to that. It's not real AI, but so that one. Oh, seven favorite gifts for Wally. That's annoying because that's 3 days. They couldn't go with 6. What does Wally want? Topaz, cocoa bean, and tinkering parts. We can do that. Alexa's actually not related to Google. There is a similar device to Alexa called, I don't know if it's called Google Cast or something, but you say, okay, Google, and then you ask it, it's your questions. Very similar. Siri, Google, Alexa, and Cortana all kind of do the same thing. Alexa, stop. Don't want to hear about it. Man's best friend, Mike's bike. We'll split that. Take one. And then I don't remember what the other ones were now. That was like 10 seconds ago. Geesh. Google Home. That's probably what it's called. Yeah, Timothy, you're right there, I think. The same thing. Actually, the A device here, I'll just say A because then she doesn't start reeling off facts. But the A device, they laid off a lot. Amazon laid off a lot of that division. So that didn't probably help it any. Because I guess they were losing money on it. ChatGPT, on the other hand, ChatGPT is actually not bad. It's not quite good enough to replace people yet, but I mean, you know, if you're in high school and you wanted to cheat on a test, you could probably do it with, or not a test, on an essay, you could probably do it with ChatGPT. Forgotten language has forgotten the correct commas. Modern language has forgotten the correct commas. Yeah. Yeah, you know. It's an art form there, the grammar thing, you know, and people are pretty bad at it. Like, what do you use a semicolon for, right? But if you, well, that's not a comma. You just use an apostrophe. The comma is the one on the lower part of the letter. I don't think we'd be in the same area, urban to city. Or, rural. I mean. Who wants to live in the countryside? Wally. It is a correct. Topaz and cocoa beans were the other ones. Cocoa beans are set. Topaz. We get over here. Crap, pushed the wrong one. You know what a lot of people don't know these days, though, is recursive. That's a lost art form, that one. And a lot of people don't know how to write in recursive anymore. And spelling. Spelling, a lot of people, you know, because of computers, probably aren't as good spellers as they used to be, I'm sure. You know, because you get to rely on the computer correcting it, you know? But, you know, things change. Melody's shoe.
Hey, good morning, partner.
I have something for you, Wally. You'll be very pleased with this brand new topaz. I have something to give you. You'll be very pleased with this cocoa bean. I have something to give you. You'll be very pleased with this tinkering parts. Yeah, people aren't great with apostrophes, are they? That's for sure. These, and these. Alright. What we got next to do? Hang out with... We've got 13 minutes left on him. Still a while before Remy and Nala wake up. Nightthorns were getting close. I wonder if the Night Castle has any more. They respawn in here. This place is scaring you. I hope it's not scaring you. look like there's any new ones. You want to stand for yourself. Proper English seems to be forgotten. You are McMinn? You know. Look, yeah, it got all dark over here. Oh, okay. The alternate reality or something. You think it's spooky? They got rid of that green fires now, though. I kind of miss the green fires. Bet I can't start a green fire. Alright, what can we do? What can we do to go over here? Do you like recursive writing? JD, do you ever recursively write? What about Timothy? Or Birdie? Is recursive even taught in school anymore? I don't know. Oh, I called it recursive, sorry. Cursive. I'm a terrible writer, to be honest. Well, I mean, you gotta go to school at some point. I guess a lot of people are homeschooling, but it's still school. Canada's actually a very, very educated country. On the scale, I was reading some scale thing, and they were talking about Canada, where they are in the, the grand scale of it all. And Canada's actually in the top 10 somewhere, pretty high up. All these different countries. There's a lot of university educated people in Canada. Can't always socialize. Yeah, the parents have to probably take extra efforts to make sure socialization happens, I guess, eh? Maybe that's why Melody wants to live in the country instead of the city. Doesn't want to hang out with the peeps. Or not in the old times. I think socialization's still important, though. I mean, it's going to be a problem. You know, when that VR really hits, people are not going to socialize at all, man. People are already stuck in their phones, you know? It's living in, depends on the person, really. I think that a lot of people enjoy living in the country. I'm more of a city person myself, but because there's more stuff available. Although it's not going to matter, you know, Amazon will cover the planet. You need something, but just more facilities. Fortunately, for internet, you know, you'll have Elon covering you with his satellite internet. But it used to be a thing where if you lived in some rinky-dink town in Nowheresville, then you know, you weren't getting good internet. I lived in a small town. You know, it didn't even have a McDonald's till I was a teenager, man. Late teenager. That's how small a town is when you have fields and A&W is your restaurant and your you live in the country you enjoy. When you have a fields and A&W is your restaurant, that's small places. Keep in mind the Canadian experience may be a little different, man. Those Americans have, you know, a lot more population than we do here in Canada. Intermittent is not the go-to. I'm not sure what you're responding to there. Or do you mean internet? I mean, internet's going to be an important thing going forward. I mean, as far as it goes. You know, gonna get harder and harder to get by without it. And, you know, I'm kind of computer centric. You know, being that I'm a streamer and video gamer and stuff like that, I need the good internet. I want to go on the ride. Let me on the ride. You know, plenty of people that live well without the net. Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure there are. "12:30 a.m. there. Holy crap. Everything's gonna be tied to digital money soon, though. You know, I just went to a baseball game, right?
Eva.
I went to a baseball game, right? No cash transactions whatsoever were allowed. So, if you want beer, hot dog, peanuts and Cracker Jacks, merch, you wouldn't actually be able to buy any with cash there. Like in that whole place, it was electronic only. Although you want to know what the most annoying part about that was that every transaction had a thing asking for a tip too. You never said I even knew you. What she's responding to, Melody, is because you replied to her comment. You've been replying to her. You can't always socialize when you're homeschool comment. And you said that you still love. It says, I still love you. And so I think Katie was responding to that. Yeah, but I mean, you're replying to her comment. So most of the time when you're replying to somebody's comment, they might assume that you're talking to them. You hope the fires have been settled down your way. There's a bunch up north, in northern BC. There's nothing really close near me. And then there's a bunch over in eastern Canada that they're still fighting pretty good. They're sending like a lot of firefighters at them though. You need to clean up your channel. I don't know if there's anything I can do about it. I mean, there's something that's happening where, you know, either Facebook in general or something on your account, because you're the only one that's really replying to people like that. So I don't know if some bug is hitting you or or what's going on exactly, but there's something where you're replying. It looks like my conversations are getting crossed. Yeah, but I don't know if it's really anything that I can adjust, or I think it's you know, last time you said you fixed it by restarting, so it might be something on, you know, something on your computer that's grabbing it somehow, I guess. But who knows? If I'm making a mistake on my end, not mine as a problem. On my end. Well, I mean, I can resolve it by muting you probably, but I don't want to do that. Yeah, probably refresh is probably the way to go. If that happens, I would probably just press F5 on your keyboard. So yeah, F5 will probably do the same as restarting. But usually, you know, if you're on a phone, you could shake your phone and then report it to Facebook help, but if you're not on a phone, it's not going to do you any good to shake. If I'm on a conversation with you and others come in, why do I get into their conversations? I have no idea how you're responding. I know on mine it just says write a comment on the bottom, but if I hit reply, then it would be on their conversation. So, I don't know. I'm not sure why it would be happening. Don't need to put me under the bus there. Potato leek soup, gingerbread house, and vegetarian pizza. Let's remember that. Yeah, it's weird. I don't know what exactly. I'd have to actually look at your computer, like, you know, if I could see your screen, to see what you're clicking on, but I can't do that, obviously. Vegetarian pizza was one of them. Let's make some vegetarian pizza. Who wants some vegetarian pizza? Although, you know, there was one other person one time that was replying to a comment. Timothy might remember that. She was replying to Timothy's comment. And then I thought she was asking Timothy a question. And then we pointed it out and she got very mad. That, because she didn't really realize what we were talking about. Right. Elsa's only waited. Look, there's pickles on this pizza. Gross. Elsa's waiting a long time. Gingerbread house, potato leek soup is the other two. Potato leek soup, potato leek soup, potato leek soup. Who wants some potato leek soup? We can try that. Let's test it. So, I'm just gonna see what happens. I'm not officially kicking you out here or anything. I'm gonna see what happens if it fixes it by temporarily suspending you for 1 second, and then I'll re-add you. So let's see what happens here. Try this. And then uh-oh. How do I undo it? I'm just what I was doing here, I was just testing to see if you pause a user, if that would break that response chain, you know? So let's see here. I just paused Melody for a second to see if it fixed it. I'm just trying to figure out how to unpause her. Bended, there it is. Can't comment for X minutes. What the crap? How do you turn that back on? Well, Melody, if I accidentally timed you out, it's 15 minutes at the longest. It wasn't intentional. You didn't do anything wrong. I was just testing to see if that would fix the problem. Unfortunately, it probably won't let you talk here for a few minutes. Yeah, no, there's no edit button on this. What the crap? Huh. Did I do it on her name? No. Well, that experiment didn't go very well. Just in case, she doesn't see or didn't hear me or whatever here. I was just testing to see if that would fix the issue, but it timed you out, your chat, for 15 minutes. So I thought that I'd be able to undo that, but I don't think I can because it has editing for other ones. Oh wait, here I can unsuspend that. I had to find it. So it should be back now. There you go. Did it fix it? No, it didn't. So that experiment is good to know. So it's still showing you as responding. So that's weird. So it's not something I can correct, unfortunately. Did I cook this potato leek soup? I can't even remember now. Oh, I do have 2 potato leek soups in there. I get to share a potato leek soup with somebody, I guess. Gingerbread house is the last item. Gingerbread. I guess gingerbread would be in the desserts. Probably somewhere around here. There we go. Imagine cooking a gingerbread house would be this easy. Although it's beyond me. Who goes to a restaurant to order a gingerbread house?
Wow, am I happy to see you. Great!
All right.
Thanks.
Yeah, unfortunately what I did didn't work, but
Hello.
I think the best way is you could refresh or see what happens there, I guess. Press F5. See what happens when you reload. See, now Katie responded to the same comment. I don't know. That's probably just Facebook being buggy or something. Who knows? Facebook likes to be buggy. It's a very complicated program. Raining in the game here, eh? Donald Duck slipped. Gonna sue. All right. Oh, that's the next thing. Anything we can do? We gotta wait till 10, and then we can do these two. Serve 3 customers. Wally's favorite gifts. And we've done the discussion, so he'll be not till next time. Maybe the Night Thorns might be finishable next time. Wally will take like several days, unfortunately. Let's go up Sunlit Plateau. The pumpkins are ready.
Oh, wait till I tell Slink.
I think he was sleeping. Did you see that?
He's not gonna believe me.
It's actually kind of interesting to see if we can fix the issue, you know? Unfortunately, it doesn't look like it's something I can do. Might be a Facebook support thing. Who knows? You're not mad, just trying to help your weird glitch? Yeah, that's kind of an odd thing, eh? You take the seeds of the pumpkin and throw many. That is true. Except in this game, you can't get the seeds. But it's true in real life. Oh, she's back because I figured out how to undo it. It wasn't intuitive. It was like an extra option. Kind of cool because that gave me an opportunity to figure out how to unsuspend. Usually the old Maverick is the one I have to suspend. Doing it again. No, it's no big deal, I don't think. Katie doesn't seem too worried about it. You can feel like she's really popular. Oops, I missed. Dig up the bones. Them bones, them bones, them. There we go. Let's get this one. Bango bingo. Guess we don't really need to hang out with Buzz anymore. I just really hung out with Buzz because it made me. See what happens if you water mushrooms, they melt. You love this game? It's well done, isn't it? Do a good job. It's nice and relaxing. I don't think it's like Zelda personally, but I guess if you find some elements you think. You just refreshed your Facebook page? You guys see that Trump made history today? Be interesting to see how that works out, because there's some pretty heavy duty evidence against him this time. I don't know what they're gonna do in the end there. His lawyers quit right away too. The other guy that helped him could wind up being a scapegoat, I guess, maybe. No, he got charged. He got indicted again. So he's the only president to ever get two indictments. So they officially arrested him, and he pled not guilty. In Florida this time. You're talking to a different channel? Yeah, I don't know. I guess you guys are gonna have to put up with whatever's going on there. Is there a bug? You asked the question you didn't get to answer? You didn't refresh? Or you did refresh? Well, I didn't. You can still answer if you want. I mean, you're talking about my country and I can't join in? Well, I mean, you can talk whenever you want. There's kind of two different conversations going on. They're asking about your thing, and then I was talking separately. Nobody's really actually addressed it yet. I didn't know if that no was in response to that, because I'm about 30 seconds behind. It's like that's the thing, you know. If there was 10 more people in here, there'd be probably 5 more conversations too, which is normal for streams, you know. I've had some streams in the past where there was like 300 people, 400 people in here. So there's all sorts of talking. Sometimes you miss. I was just talking in general. Because it was on the news today. They're talking about it on the news. Katie and Bertie haven't really talked about it either, but they might not know a lot about what's going on with Trump. You probably know a bit more because you're local to it. You know, it might not be on the New Zealand news. You don't get off that easy. You're American. You are American. I know, you proudly state that a lot. But it was on our news too, though. Katie, she's responding to me. Because I mentioned Trump being arrested. He was arrested today there. He had to go to court and turn himself in. And then they don't handcuff him or anything because, you know, basically the rich people don't really have to do that. But yeah, he had to go into court at least and then talk to them, and then they'll have their proceeding. I don't think anything is going to happen to him, to be honest, because as a former president, I don't think they're going to go too hard on him. You have a New Zealand channel? Like, no, she's talking to. She's in the same chat you are talking to me. And she's from New Zealand. Isn't that right? You're from New Zealand? I think she said she's from New Zealand. There's people from all over the world that come here. So some people will be, a lot of people from Canada. Some people are from England. Some people are from New Zealand. Some people are from Australia. Some people are from the United States. US of A. And then, you know, if somebody talks and then they need to butt out of American issues. I mean, you know, it's not really an American issues per se. I mean, it's just discussing some dude getting arrested somewhere. It's just like talking about anything, really. I mean, you could talk about the England Prime Minister or the Canadian Prime Minister, and that's fine. I mean, you've expressed that you really dislike Trudeau. So, you know, Biden needs to be arrested.
You are our guest.
Kenny, thank you for liking.
My friends, the trolls, would love.
So, I mean, if you really think that people should butt out of American issues, I mean, then you shouldn't be saying how bad Trudeau is, right? So, I mean, you know, anybody can talk about anybody. International news, it affects everybody. If, you know, if Trump is the president or Biden is the president, I mean, that means that, for example, my prime minister and the New Zealand prime minister and whoever else has to deal with, you know, whoever you guys vote in. So, I mean, it is certainly of interest to everybody what happens, right? You're not a troll. No, but you're just saying how if somebody's from another country, they need to stay out of American... They need to butt out of American issues, is what you said. News is not gossip? Well, no, I mean, just discussing things in general. I mean, you know, it's... You can have your opinion about Trudeau. You're the one that said you're not a troll. I didn't call you a troll. I was just saying how you've expressed opinions about Trudeau, but you've also just said that people should butt out of American politics if they're not American.
Well, what do you know?
So what do you think is going to happen with Trump? He's got some pretty pressing evidence against him. He's actually recorded. And there's like some pretty key staffers of his that are witnesses and stuff like that, that he's knowledgeable that he was hiding these documents from when he shouldn't have been. He should have been turning them in. So I'd be interested to hear what you have your thoughts on that are. Not about Biden. I'm just wondering about your thoughts directly on his case. Be honest, I don't know who that is. And then I don't watch the news. My brain can't function. Something happens in New Zealand, then the whole world's gonna find out. But I agree. I think people need to stop comparing us to Australia. I heard about New Zealand's prime minister. She was pretty awesome, actually. She resigned recently. You think all the turds of the world, of all countries, are about to be burned? That is a fateful fate for the turds, I guess. We got here. Oh, we can go get Nola, I think. Time to get Nola. It's time. The New World Order is about to read their rights. Well, what about specifically what you think is going to happen? Do you think that they're going to punish Trump at all? Like, is he going to go to jail? I don't think he's going to jail. Jacinta resigned because she finished her term. Hopkins, however, I don't know. Don't really like him, but that's my opinion of him. Yeah, Jacinta is the one I was talking about.
Hi.
She was pretty boss, to be honest.
Oh.
The world needs to be free of all the crap. I suppose. It's not going to happen, but I suppose. I think the world's going to keep doing all this stuff it's doing, and it's going to keep going for a long time. You know what they say, the same as the old boss, whatever that's, you know, it's all going. What's that song? Do you like that song? Meet the new boss, the same as the old boss. I don't have any seaweed. This turtle's pretty cool though. You know that it won't. They're doing the same thing over and over and over in politics. Same tricks were done in the 80s. The same tricks were done in the 60s. It's like a big cycle.
Go as planned, and that's okay.
Lots of imagination happening there, I think, too. But you didn't really express an opinion about what you think will happen to Trump, though. Harder to get an answer out of you than a politician. What happened to Melody there? That's weird. Her text all disappeared. Huh, that's weird. Oh, her text popped up for a second and then disappeared. That can't be good. Wonder if you did something? Oh, there, your text is back now. It's because Facebook doesn't want me to say. Oh. Oh, okay. So you deleted what she was replying to, and then it disappeared. User 7030 on how Jacinta did things. Or didn't do things, to be honest, since Hopkins became our new PM. You don't watch the news, I just hear about the world in the car. Or TV's and Z app or my father. Oh, you never liked Trump? But you hate Biden. The thread was too long. Oh, okay. Yeah, what happened there, Melody, is that because you're replying to Katie's comment, when she deleted her original comment, it deleted everything that was after that. I don't know. I don't know You got the old man or the other old man? You think the problem was fixed because of that? Oh, okay. Oh yeah, Melody doesn't seem to be replying to something, so that's good. Although you got DeSantis trying to come in the wings. I'll call it right now, though. I'll tell you right now, Gavin Newsom is going to be your president one day. That guy has everything that they seem to like for a potential candidate. So I think that he'll be eventually competing. Maybe next term or something like that, or you know, after this next election. You probably don't like him either, I imagine. But I bet you Gavin Newsom will be a president one day for you.
If Elsa's here, then I'm here. We're kind of a package deal.
For those that aren't familiar, Gavin Newsom is the California governor right now. I just want everyone to let everyone know you don't hate anyone and you don't think you know it all. Just the thread I was trying to stop, not you personally. Finished my dinner, now I can finish finding that final emerald bottle. See Nola here. I need to hang out with her for a certain amount of time, and she's always sleeping when I'm playing, so I'm gonna wait till she's done and then I'll go to bed after that. To give you an idea. I could do Remy's last thing too. I gotta hang out with her for 21 more minutes. Crafting critters. Characters. Remy, what do you want? Chili peppers? Do you have any opinions on Gavin Newsom, Melody? Do you think I'm correct in my prediction? You gotta wear lenses of shadows. You want Mitch as president? Really? That guy's never gonna get president. I don't think he has the charisma. If there's anything, charisma is very important to be the leader, I think. That's why Trudeau won. He had a lot of charisma. A lot of people really liked him. I guess they don't always have to have charisma, but it definitely helps. It'll be a battle between Ron DeSantis and Gavin Newsom. 10 years from now, probably, or something like that. Where is the rat? There he is. You're gonna leave the Trudeau?
Do I smell rosemary?
Rosemary. Goodbye. Mitch is I think Mitch is a little bit too old for that.
Bonjour.
That's why I don't think he'll go in. I don't think he runs the show a lot in the background. He's definitely he definitely impacts. He definitely impacts. Like he has a sway in the party, and he definitely impacts. But I don't think they'll actually make him the leader, because I don't think people will vote for him. He's like the hardcores will vote for him, but I don't think the I don't think your average middle road voter will vote for him. You don't know anything, so please just stop. I know a lot, actually. I'm not a Trudeau groupie, actually. I'm more of an NDP guy, to be honest. Not more. I know a lot, though. The thing is that you don't have to be from a country to be well versed in it. You know, I read. I know a lot of information. You know, I might not talk to your neighbor, but you know, I know kind of where the polls are at and stuff like that, and kind of what your patterns are. So, you know, that doesn't mean I don't know anything, right? So.
Hope to see you soon.
Versed is someone without facts. Well, what's the polls at there between DeSantis and you know, Trump right now? Like, you know, I mean, there's information. You can get information. I mean, people from not from Canada can know lots about Canada too, or other countries. You know, if you take a small sample of your neighbors where you live, that's the opinion of your neighbors where you live. That doesn't mean you're a bunch of New Yorkers or whoever, you know, or Californians are going to vote differently, that kind of thing, right? So, you know, there's patterns. You can tell the patterns of everything. I only go by what I'm told. Well, what are you going by? What you're told, right? What Fox News says, or what, you know, that kind of thing. You know, some video you saw. I mean, that's the thing. You kind of digest what you see, and then, you know, you interpret it. So that's the thing, you know. I mean, I know Americans too. I mean, you know, as far as it goes, I know lots of people that are American, have different perspectives on different things. Telling you by my people in Texas. Well, Texas doesn't have the most people. California does. California's leading your GDP too. So ultimately, California has more votes. What, you don't think California has more GDP than Texas? Like, you can look that up. And more population? How big's LA? You know, do you have to count all the individual people to figure out how big a place is? Or, you know, you just kind of look up the stats. I mean, sure, you're told that, but I mean, ultimately, California's huge. And, you know, they have the economy of more than some countries. Texas does too. Texas is big. They're not as big as California or New York, but they're big. They're number 3. Have a good night, birdie. You know, we can even talk about Russia, you know, what's happening in Russia. Like we don't live there, but that doesn't mean we don't have an idea of what's going on. Do you think they have more drugs in Texas? Probably. They have more people. Good night, Melody. No hard feelings. Thanks for the last and the long threads. Katie's wishing you good night. You can just shut up. No, I can talk about whatever I want. It's my stream. How about you start streaming and then you can talk about what you want and have people tell you to shut up. You know, that's what you're doing to me. I can talk about America all I want. My opinion, you know, opinions are like buttholes. Everyone has one. I bet you I'm correct about Gavin Newsom. He'll be president. You note that down right now. He'll be president one day. Well, I mean, I could be wrong. But, you know, I've done a fair amount of reading and understanding to come to the conclusions I've come to. I don't regurgitate stuff. Mitch is in line. I don't think Mitch will ever be president. I think DeSantis has a chance of being the next president. You know, if for some reason Trump can't be the nominee, they'll make DeSantis the nominee right now. Because they know that he has the best chance. And to be honest, I think DeSantis is worse than Trump. So I think DeSantis is probably a more efficient version of Trump. You don't like DeSantis at all? I think Mitch will make a lot of calls in the background, though. Like, he's the one that set that whole thing up with them defeating the court ruling for Roe versus Wade. Because they stacked the courts in his favor. That's all Mitch is doing. We still got 11 minutes to go. Man, that's a long 11 minutes. Katie, thank you for following. Welcome to the Starbase. Man, I thought you were a follower already, to be honest. You got more of the Star Path rewards finished. 5 pages from moons I bought. Now I can focus on the rest of the Star Path. Oh, okay. I try to spend as little money as possible. You're starting to fall asleep. Well, thank you for following, and hopefully we'll see you very often, of course, like everybody. Maybe it's because I was on another screen. Oh, fish here and there fish. I should try that right now. All right. Here and there fish, here we come. Out of here and there fish. I guess I don't have to fish from the beach to get it though. You're gifted Steam money. I use it on the game, so not my own wallet. 89 bucks for 15k moonstones? Holy crap, eh? There we go, another fish. Trying for the here and there fish. Some of these quests are actually pretty brutal. They make these star paths even harder every year, or every time. They want you to spend the moolah. The birdie bucks. You're gifted 40 and 60 from 2 friends, so that was a huge pack. A big pack of moons in New Zealand dollars. This is how much they are in Canada. Well, this is a spinning star, but... So you're talking like this bottom, oops, this bottom right one. I just moved it by accident. The bottom right one for you is 89 bucks. That's pretty brutal. That Wally thing is like $30. There's a bottle right there, see it? 6 more minutes. Not real time. Longer than real time. I have to do a lot of fishing apparently. Kingfish. Get full, eh? Here's a new angle for you. Rudy needs to go to jail, same as Trump and Biden. Well, I mean, Trump has a chance of going to jail here because the evidence is pretty harsh. But I personally, I still don't think he will wind up in jail. And maybe they'll give him house arrest or something like that. But I don't think they'll actually send him to jail. That would be just insane. I don't know if the others need to go to jail. I don't think they really do. You know, they usually have to have some evidence or something that to do that kind of thing. It's very uncommon for leaders of democratic countries to go to jail, though. Even in the history, I don't think there's too many that do. You usually have to be from a country that's getting you know, some sort of revolution, I guess. You know, like back in the old days when they used to capture the kings and behead them. I actually went to they used to have these town halls there called, where the prime minister would go to different places and answer questions. And I went to one that Trudeau held. It was really interesting, actually. There are some people yelling at him because we're in BC. There are some people yelling at him because he had bought the pipeline to get the pipeline moving. So we, as a country, they bought the pipeline to make it a federal property. And so some people are yelling at him because they didn't want the pipeline. And then in the next town hall he did one in Saskatchewan, so 2 provinces over. And in that one, they were yelling at him because they want the pipeline. So it's like in one province, there's people yelling against it, and there's, and he was trying to tell them how it'll positively affect the country if, we build this pipeline that was going from Alberta to the coast. And then in the other one, they were yelling at him because, he wasn't building it fast enough. I don't think the life of a politician would be particularly pleasant. There'll always be somebody that really dislikes what you're doing, no matter what you do. As far as it goes, Canada currently is in what's called a minority government, which means that he didn't have enough votes. The Liberal Party, Trudeau's party, didn't have enough votes to have a majority. So what they have to do is they have to team up with another party to get enough votes to rule. So they teamed up with the NDP, which means that, to get things done, well, they don't just team up with the NDP, but they have to team up with other parties to get things done. So if the Liberals have an idea of something that they want to do to get enough votes for it to pass through, they got to get another party to team up with them and vote it through. So sometimes they might make a deal with the Quebec party, the Bloc Québécois it's called. Sometimes they make a deal with the NDP. They're often making a deal with the NDP. They rarely will make a deal with Conservatives, but sometimes they might get votes from there too once in a while. But anyway, it's a minority government, which is kind of it's an advantage of having a multi-party system like that, because there's Liberal, NDP, Conservative, the Green Party, Bloc, and a couple others. Those are the major parties. The 4 big ones. Charlotte, thank you for liking. So in order for them to get something done, they have to actually negotiate. So, if the NDP wants something done, they make a deal. Say, well, we want dental care for kids and seniors. They did. That's what they did. And in their negotiations, then they helped the Liberals stay in power. And so therefore they passed a law that, gives, anybody under a certain income dental care for seniors and kids. So in that aspect, it kind of pulls the Liberals left in that case. And I think that kind of system is actually good because, it allows, kind of more ideas to roll in that might help the country in the end. Not a perfect system by any means, but it's kind of interesting in that aspect. That is one thing that's quite different in the States because it's primarily the 2 big parties. How's it going, Charlotte? I mean, sometimes somebody runs as an independent, but um, kind of a different way of doing things. European parliaments often have minority governments too. Some of those countries even wind up having several like parties have to work together. I'm good, thank you. I hope you're doing well or seizure free for a while here. Oh, there we go, finally, Nala. Holy man. I can go to bed. Pick up white and pink flowers. Wonder where those are. White and pink penstemons. We might just do one flower around here. Plaza. All right, where's Wally? Yes. Plaza, plaza, plaza. Right, we're gonna pick up some flowers. Make sure you vote. If you haven't voted. I'll announce the results soon. Pick the flowers in the plaza. I picked all the flowers in the plaza. I think we're good. 2 more over there. 3 more over there. Hopefully I got some. Got 2. Start. Probably get 2 more next time. Alright, well, I'm going to bed. You know, Scrooge's square safes look so much better in your houses. Now I can use the small, medium, and larger ones outside the valley for picking up storage. Oh, there you go. Alright, well, if you haven't followed yet, please do so. If you want to check out my YouTube, link is in the video description. See some holidays and stuff, my recent visits to the States. Some clips and some past streams if you want to check out what I was like streaming 3 years ago. Just to give you a preview, there's even more Canadian decoration around than I have currently.
This valley has
as far as depending on when you look. Very beginning it wasn't, but kind of maybe 3 streams in on Mixer. Anyway, whatever role you played, Katie for following, the ones who shared, much appreciate. Most recent chatters, Melody, with lots of conversation today, which is nice. Love to see more adult games. Well, what I'm doing is I'm doing this pass thing, and then I'll switch to something else once I'm done the pass. So we'll see what I feel like playing at that time. Birdie, Kenny, Melody, Charlotte, Katie. Don't know who's around still, but anyone else who might have chatted recently that I didn't mention, thank you so much for chatting. And of course, if you're wondering about the poll, do you like sleeping? 76% said yes. That was pretty definite there. Sometimes them polls are really close, and sometimes they're not. So thank you again. Have a good night. Good night, Irene, they say, you know. Poll results. Bingo bango, there we go. Again, have a good night. Thanks for being here, everyone.